wanted to discuss to you today big data and why it's important. Who's going to make money off of it? Why it's important to you. Big data. Well, first of all, data, what is it? It's just merely when we take notes about our friends, whether somebody's consistently late, whether they wear green a lot. All these are points of data, and they're relevant to us because we're able to create expectations based on the data they give us. If my friend's consistently late, I know to allow some time. I know that if I don't show up early, it's not a big deal. However I interpret that data that is being given. Now, big data is taking a whole ton of zeros and ones generated digitally that previously we didn't have the computational power to be able to configure, to be able to make sense of, and today we're able to make sense of it. Let's take some examples of big data. Just for example, industrially, if you're on an airplane, this is a machine that is moving at a specific speed, that is consuming this much fuel when it's moving at this much speed, at this altitude. What is the optimal flight pattern that we can use to save money? Another example, Facebook. We tell Facebook exactly what we like. Companies that have access to this data can determine, just based off of our likes from an anonymous person on Facebook, they can predict our age, they can predict our sex, they can predict various preferences that we have, whether that be sexual, whether you're gay or straight. By the way, number one predictor in the straight orientation was liking the Wu-Tang Clan. Another example is that Target, they were able to estimate the likelihood of somebody being pregnant because they saw a trend based on people using their rewards club. They saw a trend when people bought certain things, it was an indication that they were pregnant. They were able to send out flyers to these pregnant women highlighting maternity wear, highlighting stuff that they might need for the baby, highlighting things that they might need while pregnant, whether that be peanut butter, whether that be ice cream. All these things were predicted using large sets of data, and you can see that there's a huge profit potential here. And the more data you have, the better you can predict things, the better you can make sense of the data, and that's how you create an algorithm. This is Rich for RichMakesYouRich.com, signing off. Until next time.